Hello, this is Kinsey Hammond. Today I'm going to talk about common stressors faced by teens and healthy ways to deal with stress that teens don't use. Everybody experiences stress every day. However, not all of us know how to deal with it. Usually teens just ignore it, but some of them think that drugs are the answer. Instead, they just get addicted and the problem or the stress gets bigger. Lily Tomlin, an American actress, said that reality is the leading cause of stress among those in touch with it. The three most common stressors faced by teens are school pressure, family-friend conflicts, and future plans. School pressure. Teens are pressured about their homework, grades, finishing their homework before the deadline, which sometimes could lead to procrastination. Students also are pressured by their parents to be perfect students. They usually hear, "Son, you need to try harder," or "You won't amount to anything with your horrible grades." And this results in a communication barrier. Because the students or the teens are spending a lot of time doing their homework, they spend less time with their families, and this causes a lack of building a deeper relationship with them. Not knowing your family, who they really are. And at the same time, we don't want to let down our parents, but we fear getting betrayed because we want to take another path and career-wise. We are pressured to take AP classes, be at the top of our class, and go to an Ivy League college and become a doctor. We worry that we won't get a good SAT score and go to a good prestigious college. If you don't become a doctor, then your parents will treat you like chopped liver. To avoid the stress of the future, I think we should follow our dreams and research a specific career and meet with your family. Tell them, "I want to become a dermatologist." And they should support you because they're your family, your parents. Stress about family-friend conflicts. We stress the fact that our friend misread the message and corruptively behaved. We stress about other random things like clothes and music. If I don't have this Gucci purse, then my friends are gonna make fun of me and stuff. And music, same thing. If I don't like Taylor Swift, then who am I? My friends are gonna laugh at me and blah blah blah. We also stress about not meeting our parents' expectations, and they expect us to meet them. Another common stressor among family is feeling like nobody appreciates you. This affects our mental health because we view ourselves as not enough for our family, and we often contemplate our existence. Stress about future plans. I really want to become a fashion designer, but my family wants me to become a doctor. My family said if I don't become a doctor, they will betray me. I just don't know anymore. What do I do? Do I follow my dreams or do I follow my parents' dreams? What are some good ways to manage stress? One way to manage stress is yoga. Personally, when I do yoga, I feel more relaxed and I kind of forget about the stress. It helps reduce stress and it treats hypertension by being in a relaxed state of mind. If you didn't know, hypertension is the most common disease in America and it affects most of the population. In 2011, there was a pilot study to evaluate two different yoga interventions. There is BP and QOL. They found that the BP had a lower effect negative effect, and the QOL had a positive effect. Doing yoga makes people more focused and alert to their surroundings. It makes people look for signs in their body. Maybe they're stressed. It makes them look for signs, like, let's say, oh, my stomach's really been hurting this week. Oh, maybe I should go see a doctor. Like, it makes them aware with their body too, as well as their surroundings. What do some people do when they're stressed? Overeating. I bet everybody is guilty of overeating or binge eating or stress eating. Constantly snacking on chips, crackers, cookies, and pretzels is not healthy. Even though it might seem that it's curing the problem, it's not. It's bringing another problem of weight gain. Like, you might not know, but you'll find out later. When we are stressed, our nervous system, it sends a message to the adrenal gland to release epinephrine. When we experience chronic stress, the cortisol is released and we tend to have a bigger appetite. And this is what causes overeating or binge eating. The food gives us the impression that everything is going to be okay and that we should be assured. People stress eat and forget what they're going through because it makes them feel more comfortable. It makes them forget about the stress. And according to a recent study by Harvard Medical School, women are more likely to eat when they're stressed than men. And overeating also leads to, or could lead to, obesity. How does stress affect our bodies? Stress affects our bodies by having a negative impact. Our muscles become tense and it's harder to move, and this is known as arthritis. Also, we usually get knots in our shoulders, neck, back, and that's why one way to treat stress could be getting a massage at a massage place. According to a recent study by Marcelo Mortillo, we breathe harder when we're stressed, and sometimes it gets to a point where we can barely breathe. And also, this could also be known as asthma. It could also be known as you're literally having an anxiety attack. And whenever we're stressed, we have more adrenaline, which is energy, more energy. And this increases the risk of hypertension, which is having high blood pressure, basically. When we're stressed, our body, it sends physical signals to the brain, which causes stress to occur. Sometimes you might not even realize that you're stressed. You have to physically observe your body. Maybe your stomach has been hurting the past 2 weeks or something. If your stomach has been hurting, then that might be a sign that you're stressed. You might need to go see a doctor. Diseases caused by stress. The first one is anorexia nervosa, which is an eating disorder where you have an obsessive desire to lose weight by not eating. You might be insecure about your body. Maybe you feel like you're too fat even though you're skinny. And according to a recent online article published by Samitha Bandari, it is most common in women more than men. And people with anorexia nervosa, they experience dangerous effects on their body. They have to deal with the possibility of having damaged organs. As you can see in the picture, you can literally see the guy's ribs due to anorexia nervosa. Anemia. Anemia, it's most common in girls ages 12 to 15. And the most common type of anemia is iron deficiency anemia. According to an online journal by Ania Reuter, anemia it's caused by an insufficient absorption of iron to replace the lost blood from menstruation. As I said, it's most common in girls, but it could have boys too. According to the CDC, the average person loses 30 to 40 millimeters of blood during menstruation. And there's a picture of how the blood cells look like anemia, iron deficiency, blood cells look like. And the third disease is insomnia, which is basically a sleeping disorder that makes it hard for people to sleep. Stress can cause insomnia because the brain is actively thinking about the trigger that is causing stress. Oh, what did I say? Did I say something mean to Angela? No, what happened? I don't know what happened. What did I say? I can't remember. What do? I have a test tomorrow. I didn't even study. People with insomnia, they deal with always being tired, and they also experience muscle aches. Pros and cons of stress. Some pros of stress include people are more productive because they view the stress as a motivation to finish their task or meet their goal. Let's say I have a paper due on Friday and it's Wednesday right now, so I have 2 days to get it in, not being late. So the stress, it makes me want to work in order to finish it and not worry about it, knowing that I get it in early or on time. And also another pros of stress would be more resilient. During life, we are stressed a lot. Being resilient, it will let us know how to deal with stress, manage it, and how to avoid stress too. It also improves our memory, and as I said before, it gives us motivation. Some cons of stress include it decreases the efficiency of the immune system because the most common reason of getting sick is stress. Whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and it could lead to depression. Thank you for listening.